Hey, what's up? Hope you're going well. So, nobody yet has 100% on the trading quiz. So, you have 10 minutes to answer 10 questions, and the higher your score, the more likely you're to win. So, you can win a private mentorship with me and also 30% off the beginner pack. So, to get access to this trading quiz, you can go on the description below on the free Telegram and you will look for the pin message. There you go. So good success to you for the quiz. And I did take a trade on EU yesterday. Took it here. So I will explain why I took this trade here. So we're getting into this area, right? Getting to a supply zone. So yesterday we had the news for DXY. CPI, right? So it was bad news for the US. So what happened on the DXY? So for DXY, I was looking at this bottom here. So between the two area here. So just want to see if buyers are able to hold this demand zone, right? So the news came out, turned out to be negative for the US, right? A nice push to the downside. So what do we see? We see a first bottom here and then divergence, boom, here, right? So lower low, divergence, and after that, you can see buyers did show up, boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay, so let's see on EU. So on EU, we had the first pump of the news, boom, create that top, right? Reject, and you can see here on EU, what do you see? You see a lower low, and on DXY was here, the first buyers, and then whoop, lower low. This is a lower high. Did I say lower? Anyways, this this one it's a lower high, right? And on DXY, we had divergence. So I'm kind of playing the double tap here. Started to reject. My entry is not optimal. I could have entered here, but when I enter, boom, got me here with a nice stop loss. I did cover the area, so here, just above 15 pips or so, right? And look on the M3. Yeah, okay. M5, M15. Yeah, no. Yeah, the 30 minutes close, it's pretty nice, you see. See the top here, close, boom here, right? So enter here with one position, one shot, right? So I had my TP1, TP2, TP3. So usually what I like to do is to put, TP1, TP2, and TP3. And then with price action, if I can max ride it, I will. So I was paying attention about the XY and how it's gonna react, and also EU. And then as you can see here, lose some momentum to the upside, starting to make a lower low, and then that lower low, boom, tears back the top here, top minor zone, right? And then continue to make that lower low. So it's pretty nice. I like the reaction, right? So I decided to keep it, even if it hit TP3 here, right? Because there's a huge potential. DXY is getting into demand zone, and also EU is getting into supply. And I was looking at this kind of setup here, right? So we peak and then close and started to reject. So I was looking at this kind of scenario. So as you know, my best setup, what I want to do, it doesn't happen all the time, but is to take a scalp entry on a swing setup. All right. So TP3 hit, got myself BE at so my entry it's 1.1618-ish 6, right? So I did BE at 1.1618, and then hit TP3, one position, max ride mode, right? And then so New York, at the end of New York, we were here around here, right? So if you look at the end of New York, right, around here, so you see how little the movement to the upside, right? So I was on the trade house yesterday, and I was talking to, the members, and I said, look at how slow this is to the upside. So I said, there's a potential that might be, liquidity building up, right? And then the price pumped up, and at Tokyo session, almost got me out BE, bro. So here, 14, 1.1614. So like four pips, bro. Less than 4 pips, because I be at 18 flat, 16, 18 flat. So 3.4 pips for me to get out. But I was willing to take to hold the trade, right? So after that, boom. You see what time? At 8. Tokyo open, boom, dropped. Tokyo 8. All right. Boom. And then sellers show up. You see, boom, boom, boom. Take out all these small fish. Whales getting into sharks, getting into the market, right? And after that, before I sleep, yeah, before I sleep, it was all bro. I slept late. What? Div. So you see here, structure 15, the bottom, boom, create. See this area? So it was a nice TP, right? There was a nice TP, and the price might reverse. So we did have this pump here, this here, pump. So when I was looking at the chart, so it was an open TP, and I was looking for 1.15 flat. 1.15 flat would be nice, right? As a final TPF, a TPF, right? It is greedy for the setup, but anyways. So why 15? Because it was, yeah, around this area here. There's more potential here, but it's like too much. Yeah, 1.15 flat. Nice imbalance here, here, top. So after that, I saw this midnight 30. I was like, okay, good. So I did program the TP at 1.1513, and it's more than 100 pips, right? 105, whatever. So yeah, 105 pips. So I did program it and then slept. I don't know what time there, but boom. You see the reaction? Boom, 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 man. So it was a nice play. It was a nice execution. A very nice execution on this trade. And of course, after that, went lower at 1.15 flat, but flat, lower than that, but it did reach the TPF that was expecting. But 100 pips there, more, 105, whatever. TP7 getting to in buying zone, one position. I didn't take, a lot of, let's say 2 or 3 position, right? Took one position, and the plan was max ride mode. So max ride mode done, bro. TPF for me on TP7. And yeah, that's it. So that's that conclude this week. Beautiful trade. I hope you had some good setup too. But yeah, if you want to you're gonna try it out for the quiz there. Go on the description below and join the free Telegram. Take the quiz, and who knows. So on that, enjoy your weekend. Peace.